Hello, intrepid audience. It is St. Patrick's Day, and by special request, as well as by payment, bribe, in fact, I have agreed to do a video for Law of the West, who is clearly Irish, since he asked me on St. Patrick's Day. Down the hall, that's my wife clomping around, making all kinds of noise while I'm trying to record a video. I'm recording all of this, by the way. Okay, anyway. Modified 31. Um, so let's see how many terrible cards he's playing. Knowledge, that's 1, 2. Corpse Explosion makes 3. These actually aren't terrible, but they aren't great either. Not terrible, not terrible, terrible, probably terrible. I'm going to give that 3.5. It can be sort of okay. 4, that's can be sort of okay, maybe. So that's a half also. Good, good, okay in a pinch, terrible, 5. Good, 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 okay. Only good if you're playing a lot of ancient cards. So 6, 7. These are kind of half okay. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was, but for some reason I hate it, so I'm giving it a D. Alright, player T, he removed his deck. Probably because it was a failure. Bilbo Baggins. Alright, let's see. Plenty, I would never play. Longsword, I'm not really a fan of. So, and War Mammoth, I'm not as much of a fan of anymore either. And that's terrible. And so is that. So, for all of those reasons, I'm giving this a C-. Well, another blank deck, so I'm just going to assume that it would have been a failure had it had cards in it. Mantles are not worth your time to play. Maybe an Essence Mantle, but probably not. Brain Freezes are terrible. That's not the best card, but I mean, I guess it's okay. That's great. That's one of the best epics for draft. This other stuff is, I don't know, mostly okay, I guess, but it's not amazing. There's not much removal, so I'm going to give it a C. Where are we? Rejoin. Spiked Armor, I'm not a fan. Plenty, I'm not a fan. Plus, you're playing 30 cards. That's an automatic failure. You fail. Alright, let's see. So far, nothing that even the most rudimentary deck couldn't beat. Let's see what we got here. This is better. Like War Drums, Glemnify is one of the most important cards to have. Siphon I don't like. Shatter is a sideboard card. He might have had to sub it in if he was facing someone with gear. Stuff's pretty okay. Stench Ghoul's not real powerful, and Overworked Miner I'm not a huge fan of, although some people really like him. I don't like this healed creature, but this is pretty decent. We don't have like great removal though, so I'm going to give it a B-. At least it's a decent deck, halfway decent. Here we go. Here's some pretty decent removal. Some good mana. Slow, I don't like. 32 cards. Fail. Why do people do that? Phase Charm is probably the best rare you can possibly get in draft, in my opinion. Raise the Banners is not that great. Neither is Flight, but they both have their uses. Love you, Beth. So, let's see here. It's just okay. There's just nothing amazing here. I'm going to give it a B. Also, no, it's not okay. Why are you playing these gears? It makes me upset. And why are you playing Treetop Archers? That also makes me upset. You shouldn't be in second place with this deck, therefore I'm failing you. You fail. Now let's look at Law's deck. Wow. Now this is a deck. This may be the best, the very best deck I've ever seen in my entire life. If you want to know how to build a deck, this guy right here, Law of the West. Law of the West builds the best draft decks in the entire known Kingdoms universe. So that's the part he paid me for. Now, for my honest opinion, it actually is a pretty good deck. Delay, I'm not sure why he's playing that. Perhaps he just ran into a deck that he subbed in because he was facing some haste cards. Not something I would normally play, although I'm certainly not adverse to picking up a Delay in your draft as a sideboard card. Call to Arms, I've said before, I actually kind of like. I like that he's playing it here. It's an expensive play, but a fun one to play Call to Arms on an empty board, followed immediately by Flashfire. Very rare that you're in a situation where that makes sense to do, but you never know. Every once in a while, it might happen. Dark Missile's one of the best common removal spells out there. Well, aside from Firebolt. 3 damage to a creature or 2 to target hero. That's pretty solid. Courage is great. Spark is not terrible. Firebolt is great. Baleful Mist is great. So outstanding removal. We've got a big creature here. The dragons are not my favorite larger creature, and the Dwarven Sots are not my favorite card that pings, but they're okay. Undying Acolyte is great. Spined Batrider and Forest Scout I normally wouldn't play, but they're both okay. I also feel that way about Scrapper Troll. I wouldn't normally play, but it's okay. Green Slime, one of the better rares. Mud Elemental, also normally wouldn't play, but it's okay. So creatures are average to above average. Removal is fantastic here. I'm assuming Delay was a sideboard decision. Overall, really nice deck. I will go ahead and give this an A. It's hard not to with 3 Firebolts, 2 Dark Missiles, and a Flashfire. And congratulations, Law, on your tournament victory. So I will take additional requests at any time, particularly if you pay me. So Law, just make sure you transfer those gems, into my account like you promised you would. And now all of the internet is my witness. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.